Hello, and welcome to today's Global Convergence of IT presentation. My name is Bill Rorman, and I'm the training coordinator for the Center for Information Technology Excellence. During today's presentation, I will provide an overview of the global impact of information technology and review some key points as they relate to IT growth, global convergence benefits, technology concerns, proactive initiatives, and security measures. Over 2 billion internet users, 5 billion mobile phones, and unaccountable billions of hardware devices are intercommunicating in a vast real-time multi-network, supporting every facet of human activity. New forms of civilization will emerge from this convergence of minds, information, and technology worldwide. Global convergence of information technology is already delivering huge benefits to people. Digital technologies such as social media, cloud, and mobility have added significant value to businesses and individuals by creating opportunities to serve customers better, grow businesses, reduce costs, and innovate. Over the years, how we communicate has evolved immensely. Today, many of us are focused on utilizing technology that enables us to communicate faster with each other and allows us to work more efficiently. The rise of social media and cloud computing has radically changed our day-to-day lives. Devices such as iPads, smartwatches, fitness trackers, wireless earphones, and others are everyday gadgets for many of us. IT will continue to grow as we develop innovative devices and platforms to transform the way we communicate and operate. Some key growth contributors include internet access. The internet represents a fundamental shift in how we connect with one another, gather information, conduct our day-to-day lives, and has become the universal source of information for millions of people at home, at school, and at work. 73% of U.S. households have high-speed internet access, and the U.S. is ranked among the top 25 countries. More and more people are online, and the speed with which the world is changing is incredibly fast. Another contributor is the learning environment. Technology engages students and has the ability to enhance relationships between teachers and students. Technology has helped to make teaching and learning more meaningful and fun, and has enabled students to collaborate with their classmates through technological applications. Robust infrastructure is another contributor. Many of us may find it difficult to imagine our lives without the services that the internet provides, but the internet is really still in its early stages. The continual growth of cloud technologies such as Microsoft Azure and Amazon has allowed companies to develop a more robust infrastructure. Learning infrastructures provide flexibility for individual and collaborative work and support digital learning at any time, from any location, in and out of the school network. And finally, business expansion. IT has fostered innovation in business and has enabled businesses to increase their value, enhance their quality, boost productivity, and run more efficiently. More companies are becoming global, and many employees are now able to work from almost anywhere and still be able to meet deliverables and mission objectives. The impact and benefits of technology on our lives today can simply not be ignored. The 21st century has been called the era of science and technology, and now data, especially with the new technology developments and advancements we continue to see. One tremendous benefit is that countries and researchers are sharing more data through collaboration. This allows better use of items such as machine learning and data mining to find treatment for diseases and water studies. Another is that institutions of higher ed are becoming more global as users can access information from anywhere. PBAMU International Studies is a part of this ecosystem. Technology has also continued to revolutionize the traditional teaching and learning process as is evident today with our blended hybrid methods due to our COVID 19 situation. Students no longer have to meet in the same place at the same time to learn together from their instructor. People have more access to information and resources. For example, TikTok learning is now all the rage for cultural sharing, recipes, and dance moves. And finally, real time tracking of malicious activities such as hackers and human trafficking. This has improved and greatly empowered law enforcement agencies. All the growth we're experiencing also brings some concerns to the forefront. The first is access to high speed internet. Over 17% of the students in the US do not have access to high speed. Many of them were impacted by the shift to home from COVID 19 as they were unable to access resources. Another is broadband accessibility. Approximately 19 million Americans, roughly 6% of the population, still lack access to fixed broadband service. In rural areas, approximately 14.5 million people lack access to this service. Yet, citizens in many countries have less access to broadband than the US does. Equipment availability is another concern, as many students don't have access to laptops to complete their work, as well as global stress on services. Services such as Zoom and Microsoft Teams have created outages and impacted education and corporate entities alike. These services require greater bandwidth. A concern on the list is increased hacking vulnerability. Availability of data is making it easier and easier to hack systems. One may ask themselves, why is my credit card being used in the Ukraine? And finally, non standardization of security and privacy measures, not standardized across other countries. So, what's being done to address some of the identified concerns? The first is increased security for malware safeguards and system and device updates. Most businesses already have common safeguards against viruses, trojans, and other intrusions to protect our information and our systems. We have to stay ever vigilant and cognizant due to the myriad of threats that can occur, and we have to constantly assume that the basic security measures are simply not sufficient. We have to stay proactive in spotting vulnerabilities in our systems and exercise good security hygiene. With proactive IT services, we're able to regularly install security patches and update antivirus software, ensuring that our systems are safe from threats, as well as maintaining a list of servers, workstations, and devices that need to be updated. Another initiative is better performance by way of hardware upgrades and software upgrades. Without hardware or software upgrades, system performance slows down noticeably. But it's tough to assess the performance of these tools without constant monitoring. Proactive maintenance helps us identify and eliminate bottlenecks slowing down your systems. One example would be regular disk cleanups, which allows you to remove unnecessary files and programs that bog down your computer's performance. Additionally, upgrading software adds new features and functionality to existing programs and helps your system to respond and process requests faster. Also, is the emergence of 5G. What is 5G? 5G is next generation wireless network technology that's expected to change the way people live and work. It will be faster and able to handle more connected devices than the existing 4G LTE network, and these improvements will enable a wave of new kinds of tech products. The emergence of 5G is promising for providing better internet coverage and speeds globally. And finally, our devices, the costs and programs associated with them. Laptops and smart devices are becoming cheaper, and there are supplemental programs to assist in purchasing this equipment as well. Some US companies are offering discounts to students, and there are also programs being created to assist low income households, such as the National School Lunch Program. Countries like Uruguay and Costa Rica are providing laptops to all children, and India is utilizing low cost Android devices for children. Cisco has projected that by 2023, the number of connected devices will be equivalent to 3 times the world population. As we continue forward, it's essential to consider and implement some security measures as well. For example, new privacy laws are being implemented. Entities are driving compliance with resources like the General Data Protection Regulation Guide, the GDPR. Also, implementation of acts such as the California Protection Act will enhance your privacy and consumer rights by putting more emphasis on how your information can be used. Information security awareness training has been enhanced. Better training to identify attacks like phishing and fraud. Again, we must remember education is key. Training should be conducted as required, but at least annually. As more users go online, they will be a target and must know how to protect themselves. Multi factor authentication continues to be one of the best ways to slow down hackers from compromising your accounts. Another measure is the initiation of standardized technology requirements. One consideration is to establish a global organization to create crosswalks between laws from different countries and standardized technology requirements. Leveraging of new technologies to fight cybersecurity attacks is another. We must leverage new technologies in the fight against malicious attackers and identify ways to protect our citizens. Countries are also sharing data to improve responses in other countries. And creating a safe and supportive learning environment for students and universities. The ability to securely connect to virtual systems is an important element within a safe and supportive learning environment. This is particularly the case within institutions of higher education, where students are increasingly learning in digital formats. Faculty, staff, and visitors are constantly accessing and sharing information online, and more infrastructure and facility functions are being managed online. To maintain a collaborative culture, colleges and universities must house robust IT networks and multi layered infrastructure systems with varied levels of access and connectivity. There can be operational, reputational, and/or financial impacts, as well as national security and privacy concerns, as some institutions of higher education are involved in federal defense contractor research projects. The rise of information technology has paved the way for various innovations, digitized information, and has drastically transformed our lives. Today, we reviewed some key points that are associated with the impact of information technology in today's world. I appreciate the time you've invested with me today, and I hope you found the information useful and helpful as we continue navigating through the global convergence of IT. Should any questions or concerns arise, please do not hesitate to contact us via email at techtraining@pvamu.edu for additional assistance.